Hey, Jesse, can I get another one?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Well, why not?
You need to slow down.
Well, it's not like I got anyone to go home to anyway.
You've had 3 already today, and it's still plenty early.
It's lonely at home. The house is too empty.
Maybe if you quit drinking, she'd come back.
Come and sit down on one of these right here.
I'm not sure that's a good idea, Stuart. You said you were going home for lunch hours ago.
Kit, how many times have I told you not to bring Shiner when we got customers?
Heck, Jesse, it's only Stuart, and he's more of a fixture than a customer.
We need to be careful. We can't have sheriff or deputies seeing us with this. Now can we?
Don't worry, Jesse. They're out of town.
Are you sure?
Yeah, saw them right out as I came back into town.
Wonder where they're going.
We're in a scrum away from the rail side. Said there was another robbery out there.
Another robbery?
Yeah, decided that was time to come back, have a drink, wait for them to come back.
I'm not sure you need a sign to have a drink.
What are you saying?
Nothing?
I can't believe there was another robbery out there. You'd think they got everything there was to get last time.
Apparently there's more to get.
Second one this month. You'd think they'd be moving on by now.
I'm not convinced that these rails are a good thing. There wasn't any thieving or killing before they got here.
John was killed out at the rail site last week when they was robbing it.
This town can't stand losing another loved one. John should have never agreed to let the rails come.
He thought he was doing what was right for Tumbleweed.
I'm sure that's comforting for Coral and Emerald.
Anytime you allow strangers in a town, this is what you get.
This used to be such a quiet little town.
Is it too much to ask for some hot water in my bath?
He'll be up with it as soon as it's heated.
What kind of hotel-like place is this?
We don't have many people stay. Most people only come for food or drinks.
That's no excuse. We're paying good money for our rooms and asked for hot water an hour ago.
The water should be ready shortly.
Don't be long. I never had to wait this long in the city.
Maybe you should go back there.
Did you say something?
No, you must be hearing things.
He'll be up with it as soon as it's heated.
I can't wait for Clay to get this railway deal done so we can get back to civilization. This country living's not for me.
They can't leave soon enough for me.
I don't know why you put up with them talking to you like this.
They're paying guests and times are tough.
I suppose. Why can't they act like regular folks?
'Cause they ain't from around here.
Kit, that hot water should be done. Go to the kitchen and take that hot water out. The crowd will be in soon.
Is that time right? Boy, time flies.
Says the guy watching everyone else work. What can I get you, boys?
We'd like a glass of that clear lightning, please.
Keep your voices down! Jesse doesn't want Jeremy Burrs over here asking for it.
They find out I'm serving it, they'll confiscate it and fine me.
They'll take it and drink it themselves.
Which means that not only will I lose the shine, I'll have to pay a fine, which I can't afford.
Look, I just don't get why you can't just sell shine.
Shine's been around these parts forever, and no one should be allowed to outlaw it.
Them city folk stick their noses in where it don't belong, and they think they can tell us what to do.
They're not going to tell me what I can drink.
Which is why I keep serving it. What they don't know don't hurt them.
They can take their railway, modernization, and interfering and skedaddle back to the city where they belong.
Some modernization would be alright.
If there is, I ain't ever heard of it.
Me either.
Whiskey will never replace clear lighting, I tell you.
What can I get you?
What do you got that's wet and smooth? I gotta get the dust out my throat.
I think I've got just what the doctor ordered.
Oh, you're about to drink the nectar of the gods, I tell you.
I don't think I'd go that far, but it's likely the smoothest thing you'll find around these parts.
Work the rails? I ain't seen around it before.
You weren't kidding when you said it's smooth.
Oh, you better make yourself scarce.
Why? I've done nothing wrong. We're just having a drink.
Pa's hot under the collar on account of you leaving the gate open after you milked Nellie this morning.
What are you talking about? I always close it.
Well, this time you didn't. Pa and I had to traipse all over the neighborhood in order to find her. She was almost to the rail site when I found her.
Thanks. I guess I owe you one.
Yes, you do. How about you buy me a drink?
Jesse, Sapphire's drink's on me.
Don't you mean Crystal, Emerald, and mine?
No. Why would I want to do that?
Well, let's just say if you're dumb, I'll tell Pa what really happened to them shine bottles.
Oh, go ahead. I was there.
If you don't buy our drinks, I'll tell Pa how they really broke.
Oh, later. Your pa won't be sore for us using it for target practice.
True. He's always telling us we need to work on our accuracy.
Are you sure he'd approve of your shooting after drinking?
Jesse, their drinks are on us. Us? You want her to tell your pa we was drinking and shooting? No.
That means we can only have one then.
What is it, Ebony? Ebony, what's the matter? Can't we need you? Try to calm down and breathe so you can tell us what happened. Take deep breaths, Ebony. Get her a glass of water, Kit. Gotta calm down. Here, have a sip of water. Can you tell us what happened?
Someone! Help! Get help quick! We've been robbed!
Is that what you've been trying to tell us?
Uh-huh.
Kit, go check on Miss Cannon and tell Rich to come see me. I don't want to leave Ebony alone.
She can come sit with us.
Would that be all right with you? There's some things I need to check on.
Yes?
Here, sit with the girls until I can ensure it's safe for you to go back to your room.
Ridge will be in as soon as the bread's out of the oven.
Go check on Miss Cannon and make sure everything's safe and nothing's missing.
Will do.
Jesse, Kit said you needed me.
Get yourself down to the sheriff's office and tell Sterling we need the law as soon as possible.
They want to know what we need him for. We've been robbed! Who's the new guy? How am I supposed to know? I've never seen him before. How do I look? You look great. Of course she does. She don't need no glasses. How's my hair? Good. How's mine? The same as any other day. Why are you acting so strange? Isn't it obvious? They want him to notice them. Why? So we can find out what he's like. He's a stranger. Everyone is till you get to know him. How can you think about him when someone's going around robbing people? Have you seen how handsome he is? I've never noticed. He is pretty fine. I saw him first. Doesn't matter who saw him first, only who he sees first. We need to find out who he is. Why, I thought you knew everyone around here. We do, but the rest brought some new workers to town. I know all the guys in this town, and if there's a chance for me to get hitched, I need to find myself a good man. Don't you want to find a man to settle down? Not a man from around here. I need a man who can buy me a house in the city. City's not for me. Too many people. Too many people. Way too noisy. You can barely hear yourself think.
Stop what you're doing! Come on with your hands up!
Hey, Virgil, it's just me. You scared me half to death.
Kid, I thought you was Ridge. And if he was, I would confiscate the shine.
Good thing it's you and not Sheriff Fox.
If he'd been with me, you have to take those jugs off of you and dump them instead of drinking them. Would have been a waste of good alcohol.
No doubt. This batch is even better than last month. They gave me a sample when I went to go pick it up.
How about you pour me a tall one so I can sample it too?
And what if Jeremy walks in and sees you having a swig?
If he comes in, I'll thank you for the water.
You think he'd buy that?
Of course, this shine's so clear he'll never know the difference.
And if he wants to sample it?
I'll down it before he gets the chance.
I suppose that could work.
Of course it'll work. I know how to handle Jeremy.
He scares the bejesus out of me. Always has.
He's not that bad, unless you're on the wrong side of the law.
I suppose.
Best advice I can give you is stay on the right side of the law.
Interesting coming from the guy who wants me to serve him a legal shine.
I've worked that out already. Pour me a drink, will you?
All right, but if I get in trouble, you better do the talking.
Absolutely. Drink, please. I'm parched.
Remember last month when we drank half the bottle and then watered it down till it was still full?
Yeah, my head was so sore the next morning, I shot the damn rooster when he crowed.
You didn't remember to drink for days after that. Howdy, Sheriff. What brings you around here this afternoon?
We were looking for Virgil so we could check out the scene of the robbery. Sterling said the Cannons were robbed this afternoon.
Well, they were. Jesse sent Ridge to wait with Miss Canyon until Esme could check on her.
Esme? Was she hurt?
Nope.
We should send someone to get Mr. Canyon?
Sterling was going to go as soon as we found you. What are you doing in here anyway?
We were expecting you at the office.
I was on my way there, but stopped to help Kit.
Yeah, he helped me pack in a shipment of whiskey.
And I imagine you saw Kit and all that whiskey. You just felt the need to help.
What are you trying to say?
It's a good thing Virgil showed up when he did. If he hadn't, I'd still be packing it in.
Well, it's a good thing you were here then.
Here, have a seat. You shouldn't be alone.
I'll get you some water.
How is she?
She's really shooken up, Sheriff.
Having someone go through one's things can really scare a person.
When I got here, she was having trouble breathing.
She still seems pretty shook up. Can't imagine how scary it was finding your stuff spread all over your room.
It's difficult to think someone's gone through like personal things.
What kind of personal things?
Clothing, papers, jewelry. They haven't even been able to figure out everything that's missing.
Thank goodness she wasn't in the room when her valuables were taken.
The room was a mess. They dumped their trunks and drawers all over the place.
It's gonna take a while to go through everything and figure out everything that was taken.
I'm sure that'll take a while.
Absolutely. Did you see all the belongings they brought with them when they came to town?
They brought everything valuable with them.
I heard they're hoping to find a place to call home.
Here's some water, ladies. Thank you.
Sterling, good to go to the site and get Clay. You should be here from them.
Why do I gotta go?
Because you ain't the deputy.
Just go.
Can I take your horse?
Yeah, I suppose. It's tied outside.
I can't believe this would have never happened in the city.
Now you know that's not true. People have their things stolen in the city all the time.
Maybe, but not in our part of the city. You would have never allowed me to be in that part of town.
We did that to keep you safe.
Only to bring me to this? This?
Your father told me we'd be able to leave soon.
I can't stand it here. You said there'd be cities, not this deserted place.
It isn't deserted. There are people around.
People who don't know what it's like in the city.
When the rails come through here, they'll soon find out.
I can't stay here that long. All the girls want here is a kind of man, and I don't know how to talk to him.
They don't understand our way of life. How could they?
I miss my friends.
I do too. We just need to do the best we can. Your dad needs our support.
Why?
He said that when people see him as a family man, they're more willing to invest in the rails.
I wish he never would have decided to leave the city in the first place.
Your dad and I both thought it was a good investment, and it provided us with a great opportunity to see the country and decide where we want to live.
Please tell me we'll find a better place with a house to call home.
Your father assured me we'd be leaving soon and that there are better places and possibilities in our future.
I want to go back to the city.
So you leave tomorrow. It won't be soon enough.
That's really know what to talk about, people willing to help pay your way.
They can't leave soon enough for me.
I can't believe they call this water. It tastes disgusting. Is this sand in my glass?
I don't think so. It can't be that bad.
Oh, really? I don't see you drinking yours.
It looks like water.
Have a drink and tell me it isn't that bad.
Ew! Do you have anything better to drink?
That all depends on what you want.
Anything but this.
What do you want?
I don't think these glasses have been cleaned.
Kit, is it?
Yes?
Can you get us some clean glasses? These ones are dirty.
Yes, madam.
Those glasses were clean.
Are you questioning me?
No, I'm just telling you the truth. Those glasses were clean. I watched Ridge take them off the shelf myself.
You can't talk to us like that. Just wait until Clay hears about this.
Feel free to tell him.
Let's go, Ebony. I have some bourbon and clean glasses in our room. We don't need whatever sandy water or cheap hooch they have.
The water isn't sandy and our hooch isn't cheap!
Just because she has money and status, don't give her the right to talk to people like that.
It's alright. You'll learn to get used to it.
That's better make it right.
It's better not to argue with people like that. They'll never admit they're wrong.
This town's better off without people like them.
They can't leave soon enough for me.
And Ridge,
The only part of them I want to see are their backs as they leave town.
That's not very nice. They've had a real scare.
I suppose, but that's no excuse for bad manners.
Ridge, could you show me to the room so I can inspect the damage?
Sure, Jesse doesn't know how they managed to get in with no one seeing them.
Maybe we can find out how they got in.
I hope so. It's never happened before.
Deputy, you coming?
Yeah, make sure to keep some of that clear for later.
Will do.
With your investment, we will get more materials, more workers, and be able to reach the next deadline.
I thought you had enough investors and workers to finish the line.
We did, but after getting robbed, It'll take some time before I can get back to town to secure more investors.
I don't know. We've never done anything like this before.
The fewer people who invest, the greater return you'll see.
He has a point, Pa.
You have a larger share of the profits.
I don't know. We've been saving to expand our business.
Once the rail line goes through, you'll be able to make your investment back and use those profits to expand your business.
This coming from the guy that'll be gone once this leg of the rail is finished.
I'll have to move on to ensure the rails keep going.
In other words, you won't be here to make sure you fulfill your promises.
You can contact me if there's any problems.
And you'll come back if you need to?
I'll do what I can. There's nothing more than I want than the success of this railroad.
I suppose, but there are many things to consider.
I'm sure we can address all of your concerns.
I'm just nervous. There are so many unknown variables and things that can go wrong.
That's true, but nothing's guaranteed in life. I promise you, I'll do everything I can to make sure everything goes smoothly.
Do you really think the rails bring more people through here?
Once you build a station here, more people will visit Tumbleweed.
People will roll through town looking for goods and supplies.
More customers would be nice.
Just think of the money you'll make.
I don't know.
We've been thinking about expanding like Ma wanted to.
People coming through town will have a lot more money to spend than the folks around here.
You'll be able to carry goods people you would never buy.
Ma always wanted to carry some luxury items. No one around here can afford them though, so we couldn't justify it.
You could build a dress selection that'll draw women to your business.
Do you think women would be interested in that?
Of course. Women will travel miles for beautiful clothing. I haven't been able to find a decent dress since we left the city.
Can I get you anything else?
Perhaps you would like to invest, Miss Jade?
Why would I want to invest in the railways? I don't know anything about the rails.
That's true, but I do.
I don't think I know you well enough to trust you with my hard-earned money.
Trust in the rails, Miss Jade. Think of it as an investment for your future.
Oh? How's that?
Once you build a station here, more people will visit. You'll become the place that everybody eats and stays at.
You'll be so busy, you'll need more staff, a bigger bar, and menu, which will all generate more income.
Where would I get the supplies for a new menu?
That's where the Nevadas come in. They'll be able to expand and sell you more varied sundries and supplies.
Maybe.
Trust me, Galen, an investment into the rails is a sure way to ensure the success of your business.
Jesse, have you seen Emerald? She didn't make it home for supper last night.
She was in here with Crystal and Sapphire earlier, but they left hours ago.
Galen, Sydney, what are you doing with the likes of them?
Do you realize who you're talking to?
I know full well who I'm talking to.
I don't think you do.
You're a woman who thinks she's too good for everyone here.
I've never said that.
Your actions and fancy clothes say it for you.
She can't help how she dresses and
Of
talks.
course she can.
You can't talk to us like that.
Of course I can. You're the man who brought nothing but death and destruction with him.
That's not fair, Coral. We was just talking.
How can you talk to them? You know full well what he did.
Wait, it wasn't my fault that he was killed.
Oh, really?
I didn't pull the trigger.
And that makes it okay?
No, you surely can't hold me responsible for the actions of a thieving, gunslinging gang.
John would have been out there if it weren't for you.
And how's that my fault?
I told him that you would bring us nothing but trouble, but he made a deal with you anyway.
John saw everything the rails bring to this community.
He never should have listened to the likes of him.
Clay was only trying to help all of you.
If I could have stopped John, he'd still.
Coral, don't blame yourself. You know John wasn't the kind of man you could tell what to do.
You misunderstand me. I'm not blaming myself. I'm blaming him. The man responsible.
Railways are making their way across this great country. John understood the advantages of having it come through town.
This town has survived on its own for years. Without you and these rails, he wouldn't have been out there in the first place. And you could say whatever you want, but at the end of the day, you still left me without a husband, Emerald without a father, and this town without a mayor.
How was I supposed to know we'd be victims of a holdup?
Without you and these rails, he wouldn't have been out there in the first place.
Losing a loved one is hard, but learning to move past the flames when healing starts.
You losing your mom was tragic, but John led this town.
Okay now, let's quit arguing about whose death is more tragic. We all need to heal and move on.
This coming from the guy who can't hold the person who killed their spouse can.
How's that?
Oh, I don't know, hanging around, flashing your money might encourage people to relieve you of it.
That's not fair.
Oh, it's fair, all right. No one asks you to come in town and stir up trouble.
How is embracing the future and having folks move west stirring up trouble?
Who said we need more people coming west?
There's more land here than there's people to do anything with it.
Do you have any idea how many people try and never make a go of it?
Hopefully less with the help of the rails.
If the rails are coming through here, maybe we'll all benefit.
Benefit? Explain to me how the rail's taking my valuable cropland to benefit.
We didn't want to take your cropland, but it's the shortest route.
Now that's where you're wrong. We both know the woods to the west of my place is a lot closer.
You can't expect us to clear all those trees.
Really?
It'll take more time and manpower than we can afford.
Are you gonna clear the land to compensate for the land you want to use?
We can't afford to.
That's not what you promised John. John assured Walker that you wouldn't take his farmland.
We offered fair land in exchange.
Fair? Not only is it unclear, it's further away.
You can't take their livelihood. It's their homestead.
John would have never agreed to this.
If that's the case, we're not interested.
We
I
didn't,
promise you both we had no idea.
we didn't realize the rails were going straight through Montgomery land.
Wait, I'm sure we can come to an agreement.
I don't think so.
All I gotta say is there ain't no way you're going across my land. Hello, Jesse. Have you seen Jeremy or Virgil around here?
No, they've been busy trying to solve these robberies and find the gang that's responsible for all the thieving.
They said they'd meet me here to talk about what we're gonna do with these rails going through my land.
Can I get you something while you wait?
Nah, I think I'll wait till they get here. I don't want to drink alone.
Where's Stuart when you need him?
I'm sure he'll be here soon. It's still early.
Jesse, can we get a couple glasses of the good stuff?
I just got some whiskey that's 10 years old. They say it's the best out there.
Sounds good. Better make it 3. Jeremy said he'll be here as soon as he finishes his paperwork.
Sorry I'm late. No worries. Jeremy said you're doing paperwork. Virgil said you're doing paperwork.
Someone's got to do it.
Don't look at me. I ain't the sheriff.
Here, have a sip of this and let me know what you think. They said it's the smoothest one out there.
That's mighty nice.
I agree.
It's all right, but it ain't smooth as clear lightning.
I agree.
How did you get around, Jesse?
I would, but I'm not allowed to serve that anymore.
That's such a pity. Come on, Sheriff. What do you say?
We'll show someone I can do, but the law says I can't allow Jesse to sell it anymore.
That's what you get when city folk come poking their noses around our business.
Wait, Jeremy, you said sell it, not serve it.
Right. It's not illegal to serve it, it's just illegal to sell it.
I'll clear loud, please, Jesse.
If I can't charge for it, I can't afford to serve it.
I think it's time we figure out a way for you to serve it and still make money.
When you figure out how, let me know.
You're calling at the roadside. He'd have your hat. Good thing he did.
I can't believe I let you two talk me into walking all the way up there. My feet are killing me.
It was a waste of time.
No kidding. All I managed to find was sore feet.
What do you mean? My feet were never lost.
We really need to find a way to stop the rails going through our land. Word around the office that they'll be here by next month. They tried to get me to work out there, but I said there was no way I was going to work for someone trying to take the Montgomery land. Thanks, Ben. I really appreciate it. I really don't think one person's going to make a difference, Jesper. Maybe not, but a man's going to stand for something.
Why did we see them out at the rail site?
I don't know, but if they've been there, I certainly would have noticed.
I've never seen them before.
Why don't we ask them who they are? Ladies don't ask men who they are. Why not?
Ladies wait to be introduced.
That's crazy. You can't introduce someone you don't know. And if no one knows them, you'll never get introduced.
What's someone got to do to get a drink around here?
Maybe we're supposed to help ourselves.
Not unless you want to lose your hand.
Are you threatening us? You best not be threatening us. Garnet, tell them what happens when someone threatens us.
I didn't threaten you.
You better not have been.
Good. I wasn't. I was just telling you what might happen if you try to help yourselves.
Are they giving you any trouble, kid?
Nah, they're just here for a drink, aren't you boys?
We did come here looking for a drink. What do you think, Garnet? Yeah, we did come here looking for a drink.
I suggest you try the house special.
Are you kidding me? We asked for a drink and you serve us water? We look. like water drinkers to you.
No, I assure you, this ain't water.
You better not be lying.
I'm not. Try it. You'll see. It's not water.
If you're lying to me, I'm gonna cut your tongue out and feed it to the coyotes.
I think it's time you boys leave.
I agree. Maybe I should go get this pair of. I wouldn't do that if I were.
And who's gonna stop it?
If you're gonna drive, you better be ready to use it. I wouldn't do that if I was you.
If you don't want things to get ugly, you'll leave and not come back.
You come at me with a gun, son, you better be man enough to shoot it.
Who you calling son? You're no older than me.
I think it's time we teach these youngins a lesson.
Us? A lesson? That's funny, seeing as we're the ones with the guns. Do you believe in power?
I wear it on my hip. It's about time we show them not to play with toys. Why don't they shoot each other their toy guns? Toys, Crystal, they can shoot each other. I think that's the point.
Colin, I think it's time we left.
No one's leaving till they put their guns away and apologize for ruining our dream.
That ain't ever gonna happen.
What kind of idiot carries a gun? He doesn't know how to shoot.
I don't know, but you see what you had done that. I can't believe you did that.
Where did he come from? Out of the shadows. You'll never see quick hands coming. Or the shot coming. You'll only see where it lands.
Can someone get Esme?
Don't you think it's time we move on? If we don't move on soon, they'll be on to us.
I'm surprised word of us being wanted hasn't made it here yet.
We've been lucky this long. Since this place is so out of the way, news don't travel here.
I don't imagine that sheriff and deputy have captured any fugitives.
Or collected any reward. It's been nice to find wealthy people in a place out in the middle of nowhere. Apparently, the people here traveled till they found a clean water supply. This is a nice little town. It would be a shame to have to roll out of this quaint little out-of-the-way place.
Out of the way or not, you'll soon be able to figure out that we're the ones responsible for robbing the rails and emptying the canyon's pockets.
Maybe word won't get here. People might not think there's anything to steal here.
Well, that may be true. The price we've gained on our heads has put people hot on our trail.
Rewards this high do tend to make people do things they might not do otherwise.
For sure. Lord knows people itching to put their hands on reward money won't be too concerned about the alive part.
Especially if the poster reads wanted dead or alive. I suppose it'd be easier to take us in dead.
The rails will only make it easier for the law and people with itchy palms to catch up with us.
Those extra days we had to travel to cross to this side of the river has likely stopped many people from coming. But that'll change soon. The people around here don't seem eager for more people to come. I agree. No one seems keen on change.
Maybe we should make it our mission to stop it from coming.
If you do you think they'd let us settle here? It might be nice to start a quiet life for ourselves. Perhaps if we run the railway out here, they'll forgive our thieving and allow us to stay.
Keep dreaming. Next you'll be wanting a badge on your chest.
Is there anything wrong with dreaming?
We need to have a plan and decide where we're going to go if our pass catches us.
I say we go further west.
One thing I'll miss when we leave is that fine shine in the saloon.
That shine was mighty fine. I've never had any like it anywhere. It'd be a shame not to take some of that stump water with us when we go.
We'll make it our last stop before we pick up stakes and move.
Hopefully we'll have time. Last time we barely outran them.
Well, that may be true. The law here ain't seen a gang before, let alone try to catch them.
Did you see the mare the sheriff was riding? I did. Her hoof's all so long, it's a wonder she don't trip.
Their horses have no chance of catching us, and they have no idea how to pick up the trail. This place has been like a vacation.
Who's the third cup for?
I asked Olive to join us today,
Now, why would you go and do that?
so you'd have someone to talk to. You said you don't like being alone.
Olive and Walker made it clear they have nothing to say to Clay and me.
I was hoping you two could have a coffee, talk, and maybe clear the air.
I'm not sure that's possible.
I thought she'd be here by now.
Did you tell her she'd be meeting me? If you did, I don't imagine she'll show up.
I didn't. I just asked her to join me for coffee like I did with you.
It'd serve you right if I left and she didn't show up. Maybe then you'd stop meddling where you don't belong.
Sorry I'm late, Esme. No worries. Open was keeping me company, weren't you?
Well, now that I'm here, Opal can skedaddle to wherever it is she spends her time.
I was invited for your information. At least I had the decency to show up on time.
Now that I'm here, you can go over there and wait for whoever invited you.
I invited her, Olive.
What do you mean you invited her? You invited me.
I invited the both of you so you could get to know each other better.
If I had known you invited the likes of her, I would have stayed home. I've got better things to do with my time.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Well, clearly you don't need me, and I've got chores to do.
Please sit and stay.
You should have told me she was going to be here.
I wouldn't have come if I known you were going to be here either.
Can we please be civil?
You expect me to be civil to her when we could lose everything?
What do you know about loss?
More than you filthy thing. Is that a horse I smell on you?
At least I can ride a horse, you hoity-toity carriage riding.
Ladies, surely we don't need to resort to name calling.
She started it.
Well, watch me finish it.
Olive, please, we're all grown women here. This isn't how dignified women behave.
If being dignified means acting like her, I don't want to be dignified.
Olive, please don't go.
Let her go, Esme. There's no way her simple mind can comprehend how we're just trying to help everyone.
Just because I live on a farm and I don't go around flaunting my money doesn't mean I'm simple.
Could have fooled me.
Wait, Olive, she didn't mean it.
Don't speak for me.
I wasn't trying to. I was just trying
To put words in my mouth?
No, I just don't think we need to be mean.
She doesn't understand anyone who wasn't raised with money in their pockets.
That's not true. By the way, what do you know about pockets?
Opal, why would you say something like that?
It's just the truth.
Apologize, Opal. That's no way to speak to another lady.
She'll never apologize. Words not in her vocabulary.
Can you even spell vocabulary?
Of course I can. I can read and write too.
Oh, wow. So it's only your husband who's illiterate.
That's enough, both of you. Let's just sit down and have our coffee. Please, ladies.
A few sips won't hurt.
They are paid for, aren't they?
Yes, I'll pay Jessie.
I smell something.
I'd watch what I say next if I were you.
I'm not scared of you. What are you going to do? Attack me with a chicken?
Who needs a chicken when you've got beef?
You wouldn't!
What in tarnation's going on in here? I was trying to get Olive and Opal to get to know each other. It didn't sound like it was going very well. Well, that's an understatement. Opal, perhaps you should go to your room so we don't have to get Esme to patch you up.
Good idea. Opal, be a good girl. Leave the ladies alone to have a coffee.
I won't be dismissed like an insolent child.
Now, that's not what I meant, and you know it, Olive. I simply think we need to diffuse the situation before it gets any worse.
She's the one with the hot temper.
Speak for yourself, you.
Perhaps Jessie's right. If we don't want any bloodshed, you should go to your room, Opal.
Why should I leave when I'm paying to stay here?
That's true.
Besides, I'm not going to my room alone after what happened.
What's the matter? Are you scared of the dark? Perhaps Jessie can get Kid to light your lamp for you.
For your information, I am not scared of the dark.
It looks like it to me.
I was robbed. Do you have any idea what that's like? What am I saying? Of course you don't. You clearly don't have anything worth stealing.
Is it what you're trying to do to our land? Stealing?
Stuart, you need to pay your bill before I can give you anything else.
Come on now, darling. You know I'm good for it.
That was before. Lately you've been drinking and you haven't paid for anything since last week. And even then you didn't pay all you owed.
Jesse, Rich said you wanted me to come help you with something.
Can you please explain to Stuart that he can't keep eating and drinking without paying?
Okay. I think it's time you go home and check on the place before there's nothing left.
Hey, what are you saying?
Why don't we take a walk?
He could give that stool a rest. Folks are starting to think it's his.
And what's wrong with that, huh?
Nothing, but he's stopping paying customers from sitting on it.
Time to go, old man.
Get your hands off me.
Jesse said you need to take a break from here. So let's go.
I ain't going nowhere.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yeah. There. Just because I've had a drink don't mean I can't still look for behind.
You quit your name for catching years ago.
Should I teach you respect your mother, father?
That was before you quit respecting mine. No wonder you like yours.
Hey, Jesse. Don't let anyone watch into my seat here. I'll be back.
Oh, but he's smelling better.
You promised me we'd be out of this disgusting place by now.
can't make the rails get any faster.
If we wouldn't have come here, you wouldn't have lost your investors.
How was I supposed to know we'd get robbed?
It wasn't the robbery so much as the death of the mayor that turned investors off.
None of them know how it works out here. Perhaps we can get the Montgomerys and Jesse to invest.
I wouldn't count on them. They don't want the rails coming through town.
It's in the middle of the afternoon. What brings in you boys?
Virgil forgot to buy coffee, and no one makes a better cup than you.
It's not like you to forget, Virgil.
Maybe I forgot so we get a change of scenery.
I thought with that gang out there causing issues, you'd both be out there searching for them.
We checked everywhere we could think of. There's no sign of them.
We've never seen anything like it. The gang hasn't left a trail to follow, or any hint as to where they're camped.
Are you sure you've checked everywhere?
Everywhere we can think of.
The gang's attacked various locations, and it's taken a strange assortment of belongings.
What are you both doing here?
You should be out there trying to get our belongings back.
Not that we have to justify ourselves to you. We're simply taking a break to discuss our next steps.
Even if we do find them, there's no guarantee we can get your belongings back.
Why not?
Who knows what they've done with them?
There'll be no chance of finding anything if you don't catch them soon.
We're doing all we can.
They'll likely pick up stakes, move on, and leave without a trace.
If they do, someone's gonna pay. I'm gonna go see if we can convince the Montgomerys to invest so we can get out of this disgusting place.
Wait for me. There's no way you're going to convince them on your own.
I hate to say it, but I won't be sad to see the backs of them when they leave town.
I thought you were enjoying their business.
That was before they started stirring up trouble with everyone. That woman causes a scene every time she talks.
Heard there was quite the commotion in here yesterday.
There was. I thought Esme was going to have to patch someone up.
I'm glad they didn't come to that.
Could you imagine how to explain why we have women in jail? We've never locked up women.
Now that will get the people talking.
It would give everyone else something to think about other than this gang.
There may be someone who can help you find the gang that's looting it.
We asked everyone, and no one knows or seen anything.
That's because you haven't asked the person who knows and sees everything.
Okay, Jesse, the one who sees and knows everything. What do you know about the gang?
Me? You thought I was talking about me.
Everyone comes in here, so if anyone wants to know anything about what's going on around here, it'd be you.
I don't know and see everything. I'm too busy trying to make an honest living.
If it isn't you you're talking about, then who are you referring to?
The one who tracks and knows this area better than any of us.
Are you talking about Birch?
Yes, he should have been an obvious choice.
Why didn't we think of them?
I don't know. But you're right, Jesse. There is nothing that gets past him.
He was in here the other day telling me about how the railways are making so much noise he had to move further north to set his snares.
Do you know where I might find him? So we can ask him for help?
I don't, but Sterling likely does.
Perhaps we should have both of you go back to the city till the railway's complete.
If you think I'm gonna stay with your mother, you're sadly mistaken.
I'm not going there either.
It wouldn't be for long.
A week with Grandma is like a year.
Come on now. It's not that bad.
When was the last time you stayed with her?
She's a difficult woman, and nothing the two of us do makes her happy.
Mom's a little set in her ways.
The issue is that her way isn't ours, which is why we decided to come out west in the first place.
Dad, you promised I wouldn't have to stay with her again.
I'm just not sure it's safe.
If you send us away, who's gonna watch your back?
I don't need anyone to watch my back.
I think the robbery at the rail side says differently.
Perhaps I could get a gun and you could show me how to use it.
What?
Women don't carry or shoot guns.
Why not? Women should be able to protect themselves.
That's why we have your father.
And he protected us from the thieves, did he?
There's no way you're gonna get a gun.
I heard Sapphire say her father was thinking about teaching her after Copa shot.
We need to get out of here before she gets any more ridiculous ideas.
How's trying to defend myself ridiculous?
Women and guns, what will she think of next?
I'm scared to find out.
If Pa teaches me, I can defend you too.
If we weren't here, I wouldn't need defended.
There's no way you're gonna get a gun, nor am I teaching you to shoot.
A knife then?
Ladies don't use knives either.
Why not?
I'm gonna start packing, and you're gonna start figuring out how to get these people to trust in the rails so we can move on to the next section.
Has anyone checked on Cora lately? It's not like her not to meet us for coffee.
I haven't even seen her come into the mercantile.
I took them some bacon last week, but she didn't even invite me in.
She's having difficulty talking to people and feels like everyone stares at her when she goes out.
The last time she was here, there was quite the scene, so I'm not surprised she doesn't want to go out.
I understand that I need to give her some time to deal with losing John.
But how much time is enough time?
It's hard to tell. People all deal with loss of grief differently. All we can do is keep trying to talk to her and invite her for coffee.
It's not the same without her. She always had the news on everyone.
The only news that I've heard is that things are heating up at the rail site.
What's going on there?
I have no idea.
I thought you said Galen wasn't gonna invest.
They decided to put their money into their business, not invest in the rails.
I think that's a good idea.
I really don't trust Clay.
Is no one serving in here tonight?
Kim will be out in a minute.
Yeah, I was thinking you just didn't want to serve me.
It ain't that we don't want to serve you. It's just that bad luck seems to follow you.
Now that's no way to talk to the man that's going to make you a fortune.
Are you sure? We're known here as use the man who brought the thieving gang to town.
That's not fair. I didn't bring him.
Well, you may not have brought them, but they sure as heck never showed their faces before you showed up.
What can I get you, boys?
How about 3 clear lightning?
Unfortunately, I can't tell you that. But I can tell you some mighty fine whiskey. I didn't hear anyone say anything about pay. We won't be getting anything without silver.
You hear that, Silver? They won't give us nothing to drink without some silver.
Luckily for us, we brought silver with us. Not that silver. Silver's and coins.
You can use the coins under the bar to pay for them.
Is there a problem? No. We're just trying to get a drink.
Rachel done it for you after you paid.
I don't think you understand. I said 3 clear lightning, please.
Do you really think you can come in here, pull a gun, and expect people just to do what you want?
I suggest you give me what's in your pockets as well as any other valuables you have.
Can't!
Oh, yes, we can. And you can empty your pockets while you're at it.
These glasses ain't gonna quench our thirst. I suggest you give us 3 bottles.
We ain't got 3.
This says otherwise.
Where's Jeremy and Virgil when you need them?
I wouldn't try that if I were you.
Go like the sheriff. If one of guns on you, better be ready to shoot it.
Oh, I'll shoot it, all right. I'd kill better men than you for less than that. I think it's time we head for the hills, boys. I think it's best you let these boys leave, Walker. We don't need you getting in trouble with the law.
You boys put your guns away real slow. Back on out of here and leave this town for good.
Can we at least have shine?
I wouldn't push it if I were you.
Maybe now's not a good time.
Well, leave now. How about I see you at sundown and we settle this once and for all?
I'll be there.
Better leave the shotgun at home.
You can't bring a shotgun to a quick draw standoff. You have a pistol and holster? If not, you can use garnets. It's not like they use it. That's not fair. You always tell me to leave my gun in the holster so you give me the signal. And you never give it.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know.
Perhaps when you finally hit something you're aiming at, we'll let you shoot and draw your gun.
We don't want you hitting one of us by mistake.
I sure did not.
Do you see any clear lightning on the bar?
No?
I think that answers your question now, don't it?
I'll see you at sundown with my holster and pistol.
No one will blame you if you don't show up.
Silver's never lost a showdown.
You've seen him pull the trigger. Walker will be on the ground before he's got his gun drawn.
Walker's a pretty good shot, too.
You won't know he's fired a shot until you're falling in the dirt.
With his bullet doing its job.
I've got a bad feeling about this. This ain't gonna end well.
It rarely does.
You better take that drink slow, because you ain't getting another one.
Why not?
Because I wasn't supposed to give you that one. Make yourself scarce till Jesse comes in.
Maybe I had one with me to quit worrying so much.
If Jesse catches me giving you a drink before you pay what you owe her, she'll have my hide.
I don't think she'd bother. I ain't worth much.
Speaking of hide, I think it's high time you wash those clothes.
Ah! Don't smell. Too bad.
If you wait any longer to wash them, they'll be able to stand on their own.
What? Like
How about you mean last that clear lightning Virgil was talking about?
Keep your voice down, Sterling.
How many times do I gotta tell you, you can't go sprouting your mouth off?
Haven't you learned yet that you can't tell Sterling anything if I'm telling everyone?
What are you talking about?
Man, if you kept your nose out of my business and your mouth shut, she wouldn't have left.
You may need to take some responsibility for that yourself, Stuart.
Hey, what are you saying?
If you kept out of here and off that stool, I wouldn't have had anything to tell her.
Oh, hang on.
What? Try and hit the law? Try and I'll lock you up or throw you in the water trough.
The trough, please. It couldn't make it smell any worse.
Oh, thank goodness it's you, Stuart. I was thinking the smell might have been coming from my boots.
Come on, kid. I just want to taste what Bert's Law was all about.
We can't. We don't want Kit get in trouble. Now do we?
Guess he ain't here, so how about a sip? Heck, if it's as good as Bertha claims, I'll make it worth your while.
As long as you're doing your fox and pan, how about you pay for mine?
I can't give you any clear lightning, Sterling. You know full well we're not allowed to sell it. How's about time I get you a whiskey?
What do you give you? We both can get a whiskey.
Do you want some whiskey? It's real smooth.
Sure, not smooth as shine.
It's the smoothest thing Bertha's ever tasted.
And he'd be right.
It is. Maybe if you're lucky, someday you'll get a chance to taste it.
That day won't be today. I'm not risking selling you any and getting caught.
We won't report you. Come on, kid.
Sheriff won't turn a blind eye, and I ain't gonna risk my job and the shine just so you can try some.
Sheriff's busy with paperwork, so how about a sip?
No way I'm risking it.
Slip it this way, Sterling. You can't miss what you never had.
Is that what you're telling yourself?
Say it again! You're only sorry!
Oh, how about you keep this until he's in a better frame of mind?
In other words, never.
See you finish your drink. How about you go sleep it off before Jesse catches you drinking without paying? Let's go.
If you go quietly, I'll slip you a drink tomorrow, for the rush, when Jesse's out.
Deal.
Or I may need help.
I got him.
He ain't laying a hand on me.
I gotcha! You go have a sit outside and get yourself home, you hear?
I don't want to go home.
If you don't want to go home, we could let you rest behind bars.
You choose, Stuart. Your place for the cell.
I go myself.
Prove it.
Hey, kid! Don't let anyone sit on my seat here, even if there's a fire.
All right.
Either are you seeing Bert? He was supposed to meet me here in the morning.
He hasn't been in for a while. Word is the rails have been so noisy he's had to move to do his trapping.
I was hoping maybe you'll help us find...
Hey, Sterling, I got word that you was looking for me?
I was hoping you could help us with something.
Now, what can I help you with?
We were hoping you could help us track down the gang that's been robbing the rails and others.
We've been trying to find them, but haven't been able to find Hyde nor Railroad.
That's likely because you couldn't be able to catch a hare that was 2 feet in front of you.
Oh, sure I could. You remember the one I caught?
How did you possibly get a hare? You've never been able to shoot anything you're aiming at, no matter how close or big it is.
Oh, he caught one, all right. He didn't shoot it, but he managed to catch it because it had a broken leg from a snare he escaped.
My shooting's gotten better.
Sure, Leon dropped the gun after fire.
Thanks for coming, Bert.
The rail guy said it was important.
It is?
What do you need, Sheriff?
I take you heard about the gang that's been robbing and terrorizing everyone?
It's hard to decide whether the gang or the rails are causing more problems.
What issues are the rails causing?
They make noise building the rails during the day, and then they make noise into the evening around the fire. They scare away the wildlife for miles.
I'm not sure these rails are all they're made out to be.
I've yet to see what benefit they are.
I'll say, you've been busier since they moved into the area.
We need your help. We've been searching for them and can't find any trace of them.
Where were you looking?
We search all directions from town.
How can you not see where they've been? They may have put their fires out, but they left burnt coals.
So you know where they are?
No, but I know where they've been.
Do you think you could find where they're camped and show us so we can arrest them?
We'll even share the reward money, if there is any.
Now, when have I ever done anything for money?
I'm sure there's a reward for them out somewhere. This can't be the first time they've robbed anyone.
They haven't killed anyone other than John, have they? We're still investigating John's death.
They did shoot Colt, though.
We need to lock them up before they do kill someone.
Colt's lucky to be alive from what I heard.
Speak of the devil.
What were you saying about me? Just that you're lucky to be alive? No thanks to Jasper. Or you, Kit.
Oh, come on now, Colt. I didn't have a chance.
You could have tried to have my back.
How could I? Silver has the fastest hands I've ever seen.
Sheriff, you gotta find Silver. Fast.
We're doing all we can.
We're getting Birch to help us track him down.
You gotta get him soon. Word is Paul's gonna have a shootout with Silver tonight.
There is no way Walker can win against Silver.
We need to stop him. I didn't even see the shot coming.
No one did. They only saw you go down.
Esme doesn't need patching anyone else up.
But if the shootout does happen, patching someone up is better than digging a hole. Now, why do you gotta go say something like that?
You're lucky you didn't need a whole colt. I think we've all got the wrong idea.
How do you figure that, Jasper?
I saw how fast and accurate Silver shoots. He shot the pistols right out of our hands.
Maybe he was just lucky.
That shooting had nothing to do with luck. It was all skill.
Hey Sterling, why don't you come join me and I can teach you how to track and hunt?
Good luck, Birch. We've done all we can do.
If he wanted to kill Colt, he'd be dead. I don't think it's how to kill people.
They haven't killed anyone yet.
And come to think of it, how many people can they rob and the people involved in the rails?
How do you explain them shooting me?
Well, we did have guns on them too. Maybe they're just trying to stop the rails.
Maybe, but we gotta stop them having a shootout with Pa.
If we don't stop it, blood will be spilled and lives will be lost.
And men will be ruined.
This ain't gonna end well. It rarely does.
Are you sure you want to do this, Walker?
I figure it's about time someone called this reckless pistolier. He's not wanted around these parts.
It's not too late to change your mind.
There ain't no change in my mind, boy.
Walker, I'm your only hope of living past sundown. So my advice is, don't piss me off.
If that's a threat, you'd better make good on it.
It ain't a threat. It's a promise, old man.
You have no ability to comprehend what I am capable of.
Oh, even if I do, I sure as hell don't care.
Are we gonna get on this? You're all gonna keep acting like sissies and taunt each other.
Let's get on with it.
I suppose we're keeping you up past your bedtime.
At least I live long enough to grow hair on my face.
Quit yapping, both of you, and stand back to back so we can get on with this thing. When I say now, walk 5 paces, turn, and shoot.
There's really no need for this.
You tell him
We've
that!
got unfinished business to get out of the way, Clay.
I suggest we settle this without guns, let them give back what they stole, and let them be on their way.
That money didn't belong to you, it belonged to the people you swindled.
Swindled? I never swindled anybody.
Remember, as you was broke till you got yourself involved in the rails.
I knew there was something fishy about him.
You can tell the people all the money they invest goes into the rails, but you've been paying yourself.
You can't expect me to work for nothing.
This ain't gonna end well.
That,
I've got a bad feeling with this.
that's because you're in the presence of greatness.
I ain't scared of him. I've skinned bigger weasels than him before.
Are you calling Silver a weasel?
I calls him as I sees him.
I think you need glasses, because Silver ain't no weasel.
There's no need for that, Topaz. Perhaps we can settle this over a drink.
A drink no matter how good ain't gonna settle this. And I ain't about to make a deal with the devil.
This meat's been destined ever since you took John's life.
You mean to tell me you think I gone and killed that man?
Of course, that's what I'm saying.
Now where'd you get that idea from?
Walker, what the hell are you doing? You can't go around shooting people.
Oh, you put your guns away. We're gonna have to arrest you.
I suggest you arrest Silver for killing John.
I didn't kill anybody.
If that's the case, the why's there one poster they face on at the station?
Oh, I told you we'd be famous! Devil trust you.
No, just Silver.
Silver didn't kill anyone.
Which one of you did then?
None of us. All we did was take the money Clay was pocketing from the investors. There's no reason he should profit off of other people's misery.
If you didn't kill John, who did?
He did. I saw the whole thing.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. While Clay and John were arguing, these three took all of this.
Where'd you get that? Garnet, we told you to hide. I did. I put it under our sleeping rolls.
Never mind that. What were Clay and John arguing about?
John found out that Clay was pocketing some of the rail money.
John looked at the ledgers and told Clay the rails were going to have to go around the Montgomery place.
Clay said no way, then began yelling at each other. They were so busy arguing, they didn't see us take the money or the ledger.
John asked Clay that if the rails were going to keep agitating trouble, he's going to have to take a deep sleep at the bottom of a muck pile.
John said he was going to talk to the other investors too. He told Clay he was going to lose his job, be broke, and find himself homeless.
Clay got so mad he shot John and said there'd be no one to mourn or miss him.
Boy, were you wrong, Clay.
They're lying. I didn't kill nobody. I don't even own a gun.
I guess they're not friends like Walker where you're from.
Clay, sooner or later, the devil makes us all pay. And today he's chosen you.
Silver, do you still have the ledger?
Yeah, it should be on the
In the bag. We're figuring on giving it back.
If that's the case, why didn't you tell anyone?
You didn't give me a chance.
You're pretty quick to hurl insults and wave your guns at one another.
Don't be looking at me. It ain't me who started all this.
I ain't no coward!
This is ridiculous. Neither one of you wants to shoot anyone.
Why are you here anyway, Birch?
Me and Sterling were talking about the shootout, and we figured to stop it before anyone else got shot.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm leaving.
Oh, no, you ain't.
Are you all so naive that you didn't realize a price could be put on anything?
Not in Tumbleweed.
Are you gonna keep flapping your guns, or are you gonna arrest him?
Clay, I think it's time we talk about this ledger.
I'll have you know, I've killed better men than him for less than that.
You don't see me hiding and let others take the blame for what I've done. Now do ya?
I suppose you're gonna say I stole my own money too.
He doesn't have to. We heard you saying you skimmed off the investors to line your own pockets.
As vision resides in your heart, Clay, they found a sin of pride, which is why you chose to line your own pockets.
Sure this is the way they say it?
Oh, that's not between the board. Virgil and Jeremy left at least an hour ago.
Well then, you should have been here already.
You had me leave a good drink for nothing.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't going anywhere.
We'll be waiting for you at the saloon when we get back.
Oh, you'd better hope so, boy.
The two of us alone would have no chance. The whole gang should have, and you were the only one we could find.
Walker got the better room last time.
He might have. Wait, you saw what he did to my shoulder. He took out my good arm.
You sure? I see how you shoot. Maybe I better look the other
You
arm.
want me to try it on you?
Not so easy when there's another man down the barrel, is it?
Nothing good ever comes from waving a gun at people.
Is that why you never learned to shoot anything moving?
No one's ever given me a chance.
They don't give you the chance. You take it.
Cole, put that gun away before you hurt yourself. You're just jealous Jeremy and Virgil will let you carry a gun. That's because they know that nothing good ever comes from shooting someone.
You're not kidding. You think Cole would have learned his lesson last time?
Obviously not.
Put it away, Colt.
Who's gonna make me? You?
Perhaps you like to lose use of your other arm.
Oh no, he doesn't.
I heard of a one-armed bandit, but I ain't never heard of a no-armed bandit.
You think we can go hunting later this week?
Sure. Stuart, why don't you come with us?
Great idea. You used to go hunting all the time.
Yeah, because your mom needed the meat for stew.
You come with us and I'll make you the best stew and bannock you ever had.
What can I get you boys?
How about some of that clear lightning?
I'm sorry, but we're out and we haven't been able to get any more lately.
That's a shame. Once you've had it, nothing can compare.
I'll say, that shines so good it'll give you a limp.
That's not true. I ain't gonna limp yet.
It shines so fine it'll make you blind.
I ain't gone blind either.
What if I said I could get you a better deal on lightning?
I want to know how.
I could get it from the source. Cut out the middleman. Save you paying.
How's that possible? The Maloney's don't let anyone on their property or near there steal.
Let's just say I have history with the Maloney's.
How? We've never been here before.
I never said I hadn't been here before.
If you've been here before, why don't anyone know you?
Let's just say I have family connections in Tumbleweed.
But the Maloney's don't have any family.
Are you all too young to remember Tommy Two Guns and Quick Hands Ann?
Wait, didn't you say your mom's name was Ann? And your pa was Tommy?
Wait, are you trying to tell me you're related to Two Guns and Quick Hands?
Is that who taught you how to shoot?
Let's just say my parents taught me how to shoot the second I was able to hold a gun by myself. They wanted me to be able to protect myself in case anyone ever came to claim the bounty on their heads.
But if you're their kid, why would you risk coming back here?
Ain't it obvious?
No.
Last time old Two Guns was spotted, he was driving the rails down south.
Is that why we're chasing the rails?
It seems to run in the family.
Anytime you women stop waving your guns around and quit playing dress up?
Wait, are you saying?
That they's women?
There's no way a woman can do what they've done.
Boy, have you got a lot to learn.
Woo! No way. Woo!
Silver! You lucky devil! You are on fire! You're telling me you're running around these two women?
I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own two eyes.
I'm coming through. You guys can finally get in. That's it. I can keep my seat.
You better take that, because you ain't getting another one.
Well, why not?
Because I wasn't supposed to give you that one. Make yourself scarce if Jessie comes in.
Maybe if you had walked with me, you'd quit worrying so much.
If Jessie catches me giving you a drink before you paid what you owe her, she'll have my hide.
I don't think she'd bother if your hat ain't worth much.
Speaking of hides, I think it's high time you wash those clothes.
Ah! They don't smell too bad.
If I any longer to wash them, they'll be able to stand on their own.
How about giving you a glass of that clear line that was always talking about?
Keep your voice down, Sterling.
How many times do I gotta tell you, you can't go sprouting your mouth off?
Haven't you learned yet that you can't tell Sterling anything without telling everyone?
What are you talking about?
Maybe kept your nose out of my business and your mouth shut, you wouldn't have left.
You may need to take some responsibility for that yourself, Stuart.
What do you mean by that?
If you kept out of here and off that stool, I wouldn't have had anything to tell you.
Oh my God!
What? Trying to hit the law? Try and I'll lock you up or throw you in the water trough.
The trough, please. Couldn't make him smell any worse.
Oh, thank goodness it's you, Stuart. I was thinking the smell might have been coming from my boots.
Come on, kids. I just want a taste of what Virgil's always on about.
Dang it, we don't want to keep you in trouble now, do we?
Jesse ain't here, so how about you pour me some of that clear light? Heck, if it's good as Virgil claims, I'll make it worth your while.
Hey, as long as you're doing your pockets and pan, how about you pay for mine, huh?
I can't give you any clear lightning, Sterling. You know full well that we're not allowed to sell it. How about I get you a whiskey? It's real smooth.
What do you give you? We both can get a whiskey.
Do you want some whiskey? It's real smooth.
True, but not as smooth as shine.
Virgil swears it's the smoothest thing he's ever tasted.
And he'd be right.
It is. Maybe if you're lucky, someday you'll get a chance to taste it.
That day won't be today. I'm not risking selling you any and getting caught.
We won't report you. Come on, kid.
Sheriff won't turn a blind eye. And I'm not risking my job and the shine just so you can try some.
The sheriff's busy with paperwork, so how about a sip?
No way I'm risking it.
Just leave it this way, Sterling. You can't miss what you never had.
Is that what you're telling yourself?
Say that again, you'll be sorry!
How about you keep this until he's in a better frame of mind?
In other words, never.
I see you finish your drink. How about you go sleep it off before Jesse gets you drinking without paying? Let's go.
If you go quietly, I'll slip you a drink tomorrow, before the rush, when Jesse's out.
Well, I may need help.
I got him.
He ain't laying a hand on me.
I gotcha! You go home and get yourself home to here.
I don't want to go home.
If you don't want to go home, I could let you rest behind bars.
You choose, Stuart. Your place for the cell.
I can go myself.
Prove it.
Hey, don't let anyone sit on my seat here.
All right.
Have either of you seen Birch? He was supposed to meet us here too.
He hasn't been in for a while. Word is he's had to move to do his trapping.
I was hoping maybe with a help us find.
Hey, Sterling. I got word that you was looking for me.
I was. We were hoping you could help us with something.
Now, what can I help you with?
We were hoping you could help us track down the gangs from robbing the rails and others.
We've been trying to find them, but haven't been able to find hide nor hair of them.
That's likely because you couldn't catch a hare if it was 2 feet in front of you.
Oh, sure I could. You remember the one I caught?
How did you possibly get a hair? You've never been able to shoot anything you're aiming at, no matter how close or big it is.
Oh, he caught one, all right. He didn't shoot it, but he caught it because I had a broken leg from a snare he escaped.
My shooting's gotten better.
Sure, Nail dropped the gun after the fire.
Thanks for coming, Birch.
The rail guy said it was important.
It is.
What can I do for you, Sheriff?
I take it heard about the gang that's been robbing and terrorizing everyone?
It's hard to decide whether the gang or the rails are causing more problems.
What problems the rails causing?
They make noise during the day building the rails, and then they make noise around the fire into the evening. They scared away all the wildlife for miles.
I'm not sure these rails are all they're made out to be.
I've yet to see what benefit they are.
I'll say, we've been busier since they moved into the area.
We need your help, Birch. We've been searching for them and can't find any trace of them.
Sterling said you'd be able to use your tracking skills to help us find them.
Where were you looking?
We searched all directions from town.
How could you not see where they've been? They may have put their fires out, but they left burnt coals.
So you know where they are?
No, but I know where they've been.
You could find where they're camped and show us, so we can arrest them?
We'll share the reward money, if there is any.
When have I ever done anything for money?
I'm sure there's a reward for them out somewhere. This can't be the first time they've robbed anyone.
They haven't killed anyone other than John, have they?
We're still investigating John's death.
They did shoot Colt, though.
We need to lock them up before they do kill someone.
Colt's lucky to be alive from what I heard.
Speak of the devil.
What were you saying about me?
Just that you're lucky to be alive.
No thanks to Jasper. Or you, Kit.
Oh, come on now, Colt. I didn't get a chance.
You could have tried to have my bag.
How could I? Silver has the fastest hands I've ever seen.
Sheriff, you've got to find Silver. Hello.
Don, where's